Hey, it's Aaron the Ho, and today we're going to do the full review for the UNU Aero wireless battery charging case, which is this thing. This case is compatible with the iPhone 5 and the 5S, and the wireless charging capability is actually what makes this case awesome.
Real usage, real reviews. Mobilereviews-eh.ca.
Based on our time with this case, we gave it a score of 3.9 A's out of 5. Now, we didn't come across this number randomly. We compared this case against other cases that we've had with batteries in them, such as the mophie Juice Pack Air and the iBattz Mojo Aqua refuel. Now, it's a relative measurement, but it does give you guys a good idea of how this compares against other cases. That's what makes our case reviews awesome. The battery on this case will provide you lots of extra hours for web browsing, listening to music, like 310 hours of standby. That's pretty awesome. The best part about this case is the wireless charging ability, followed by the texture of the case. I wasn't a big fan when I first saw it, but after using it for a while, it's not as slippery as I thought, and I do like the glossy look. Now, some of the cons about this case is that the build quality seems a little lower than other cases, and subsequently with the poorer build quality, the protection also goes down a little bit. We didn't actually buy this case. It was shipped to us by UNU for review, and this case entire setup was brought to our attention by eljuopoteve. So thank you very much for doing all of that, UNU and eljuopoteve. We're going to break our review down into 3 categories that we rate against, which is design, protection, as well as functionality, and you can find those categories here on the side. In terms of weight and bulk, it will add 50% more weight to your iPhone and extend your iPhone length by approximately ½ an inch. Out of all the battery cases that we've reviewed, this case has the smallest form factor yet provides the same approximate 100% extra battery power. Installation of the case is pretty simple, but we did note that while unboxing the case, the battery portion of the case wasn't actually snapped together. In terms of build quality, in addition to the fact that it wasn't installed properly when we got it, our case doesn't fully snap in one of the corners. And for me, it makes the case feel very flimsy, and that diminishes the entire build quality on average. You add the fact that it's a $100 case and you would expect something that's $100 should be built a little better. Based on our average usage, we didn't do anything crazy with this phone. Part of the case is actually cracking. If unboxings and installation videos are your thing, well, we've got one of those for this case linked at the video annotations at the end of the video. If you want to know more about the technical features of the case and everything that we've discovered physically about it, do check out the features video, which is also linked in the video annotations at the end of the video. Now, in terms of protection, the flimsiness of the case does diminish how protective the case really is. I'm not entirely convinced that the case would stay together in an accidental drop. And in the case that the bumper does come off, there isn't anything holding the iPhone into the battery pack other than the lightning port connector. Now, I know this is all kind of hypothetical, but we do know a few things about dropping iPhone cases. In terms of functionality, you can easily access all the features of your iPhone. There isn't anything that diminishes the use of your iPhone in this case. Sound won't be diminished as there's no meshes covering any of the speakers. All the buttons can be accessed through the case, though I will mention that I wish that they had cutouts for the buttons rather than these plastic covers which look a little cheap. Using stock Apple headphones isn't a problem as you can just wedge them into the hole for the headphones, but people with larger jacks will have to use the headphone jack extension. Charging and syncing your phone is done through the micro USB port rather than the lightning port. Also, as a heads up, you will not be able to sync with your iPhone wirelessly using the charge pad. You still have to plug it into the computer. There is no built-in screen protector into the case, but you can install a third-party screen protector. There is enough room for it. Also, the edges aren't actually high enough to get in the way of you using the edge of the iPhone touchscreen, which is nice. If this is the first time you're watching one of our videos, I do encourage you to click subscribe. Our entire channel is based on helping you get the most out of iOS everything, right? So we do product reviews, we do tips and tricks, as well as relevant news. So I do encourage you to click subscribe. You will not be disappointed. Now, this case does provide wireless charging, but not that kind of wireless. Confused? Well, to charge your iPhone, you do this and it charges. There are no wires. But when I think about wireless charging, I think about inductive charging, right? So there's actually no physical contact required. With the UNU Aero battery case, there's these 2 silver dots, and if you look at them, they're recessed into the case, and there's a magnet that pulls the dots out, but it makes a physical connection between these silver charge plates and the phone. So again, it is wireless because you don't have to plug in anything to charge your phone, but it still requires a physical contact. Put my assumptions aside, this is still a pretty awesome feature, but in a way, I was a little disappointed because I was hoping to be able to like hover it over the charge pad and still have it charged. No, that's not the case. If you want to know more about these details, do check out the feature video. Again, we gave this case a score of 3.9 A's out of 5. It's actually one of the better battery cases that we've reviewed, and the wireless charging capability is pretty awesome. It is just nice to be able to literally toss your iPhone onto the charge pad and have it charge. It does lack a bit in terms of build quality, so my question to you guys is, would you guys spend $100 on this case? Is it worth that much money? Leave it in the comments section below. If you got questions about this case, do the same thing. Leave them in the comments section below. I'm Aaron the Ho. I'm one of the hosts of Mobilereviews-eh.ca. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, as well as Google+. On Twitter, we post our daily deals, and Facebook and Google+, we reserve to share stuff with you guys, like what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. That's all I got. Keep your phone wireless with the UNU Aero wireless battery charging case. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.